Hello, this is Simracing Corner, and this is Simcat. Hello, Simcat. You alright? Yeah, she's alright. Um, Often invading my videos, so I'll just leave her in there. She'll leave in a moment. You gonna go? No, you're not gonna go. Okay, so this is a handbrake. So this is another Simracing handbrake, another budget Simracing handbrake specifically. So this is an unboxing, although it is technically unboxed. I'll show you the box briefly. Here you go. Nothing too special about that. There you go. Came like that, and some bubble wrap. Also have little box of bits. So that's the table clamp in there. I need to assemble in a bit. And yeah, I really wanted to try out this handbrake because it's another very affordable handbrake, very similar in price to this one, which I reviewed a while back, and amazingly one of my most popular videos, and yeah, it gets like 150 200 views a day, which is incredible for my small channel. And it is a brilliant piece of kit. Love this, really nice piece of gear, this one. Yeah, and really well priced. I think it's brilliant. So I'll leave it here for the moment because and because why not? Just so you can have a comparison on size, etc. But the reason why this one might be more practical is the design. So we have something which is very slimline on the back, where on this one you have that kind of piece there. You got all the kind of the spring and everything there on that side. And if you say you have your cluster of peripherals, you have a H pattern or sequential here, this obviously pushes the handbrake forward, and it may be difficult to reach. So, and if you bring it forward or back to you, you may find if you say you have a H-pan shifter, it may be actually quite an awkward position. It may not be in a sort of like the optimal position to articulate the shifts. So yeah, so this may, depending on your setup, this actually may not be as practical as say this design. And that's why I wanted to try it out myself. It's similarly priced. And so yeah, so if you are looking at these two handbrakes, because these are the two designs you'll see, these two kind of affordable ones online, that which one do you want? It's, I guess, looks wise, there's no doubt that one is a nicer looking device, but this one may be more practical. I mean, it is super solid. But one thing about it, they're both solid. That's a really solid piece of kit. This is equally as solid. I mean, look at that's aluminium, big old aluminium handle there, so super strong. I mean, it is. I mean, this is a real handbrake, car handbrake that's been repurposed, just like that one has been, which means it's going to be made from solid materials. And that's brilliant, and it does it ensures that these are actually quite inexpensive, because they are, you can buy these just as a frame, as you can buy that as a frame as well, and then do it yourself. But it really is pointless when someone's done a really nice job putting it together for you. So this is an analog handbrake. It is PC only. It will not work on consoles, so do not ask in the comments, will it work on your PlayStation or Xbox? Regardless of your model, this is only PC only, guys. So yeah, it gets picked up as a Windows device and a Windows analog device, opposed to a digital device. A digital device means it'll be like a button type of actuation. So in as much as a handbrake, a button type of digital handbrake would be not pressing the button, no handbrake, press the button, 100% handbrake, which does mean it's like putting your brakes on 100% from nothing really. But this, because it's analog, so the position of the handbrake, so that's obviously neutral. There's no pressure on the brakes. As you move it, you're increasing the brake pressure up to 100%. So that's how that works. Uses the same system as this one for the sensor. There's a magnet. It's on the other side of this part here, so you can't really see it because it's obviously all covered here. But you can see the little board here. So what happens is the magnetic sensor it picks up the magnet on here. As you move it, it's then, well, just made a bit of a, sorry, I think it's just the spring. Yeah, it's okay. Just in a weird position, that's all right, don't worry, nothing snaps. Yeah, so it just picks up that movement, and then you get a linear braking force depending on the position of the handle. So you can see it more, you can see it better on here, to be fair, can see that silver piece, that's the neodymium magnet, and under there is the controller board. And exactly the same things happen as we move that. Magnet is moving across the sensor, and then it's just picking up as the braking force. Well, that's what you get in the game, that is. So yeah, pretty simple. There's no drivers. It just gets picked up as a Windows device. You go into your game, you map it into your sim game, and that's it, and it works. So really is simple. And that does mean this thing is going to be pretty robust. It's going, there's nothing going to happen to it. There's no moving parts that can break on it. You've just got the spring and the pivots, which are nice and strong, and then the electronics are pretty much bulletproof because of the fact is the way the sensor works. So that's pretty cool. What more can I tell you about it? Well, okay, what I'll do, I will pause the video and I'll set this up, the table clamp, and we'll have a quick look at that. Okay, so the table clamp is fitted. Not too many dramas on that. There was only one slight awkward bit of fixing the table clamp. You can see it's 3 parts, and there's bolts there. And that just goes through there, pretty simple stuff. And bolts on there. So those bolts were easy enough. You can just see they go on the side. But here, these ones have to go on the inside. And one's okay, and you can see that one, but the other one was awkward, well, a bit more awkward, because it's under the micro USB cable, so you have to pull out the plug and then fit it underneath. So it's slightly tighter position to get it into, but it's okay. The only thing they had done is, because it comes unassembled, they do cable tie the USB cable to this section here. So you had to actually cut the cable tie to be able to pull this out. So really, because you kind of want that cable tie on there. So I'd probably cinch it down again, because that kind of micro USB socket on there, it could be a little bit delicate. It's only soldered onto a board, and if it gets yanked, it's certainly going to be bad news for it. So you do want to make sure that's nice and secure. Possibly you can get those USB cables with those magnetic ones, where it's just breakaway ones, and that could be a way to do it as well. Just change the cable. That might be a little bit better. But let's put this on the table and I'll show you it working. You can see there is the game controller, so you can just see the analog. I've just got a bit of paper underneath just to protect the table underneath. So the game controller shows you the motion of the axis, so you can just see that. Careful about the cable. Alright, so it's nice and solid. I mean, the table's moving, but this isn't. The handbrake isn't. It's very solid. So you can see here, as I move it, 100% and then 50, you can see it's all relative, right? The percentages. The only thing I did have to do is, it comes preset. And I found when I tried this, when I first installed it and tried it before starting recording this section, it was 100% at that point, and there's still a ton of throw left on the handle. And so it went really quickly to 100% braking, which may be something you want anyway. It had some dead zone in the front as well, which was handy, so it works fine. But it was a little bit too conservative, and I used DiView. I'll put a link in the description to DiView, because that allows you to recalibrate these sort of devices. It works on these, it works on pedals and other sort of things as well. DiView, very handy to have. If you have Hussenfeld pedals, you may have used DiView to adjust the calibration of that sort of thing. Exactly the same sort of thing. It's just you adjust the analog kind of distances, or you can do it with I guess load cells, exactly the same sort of thing. To checking basically changing the sensitivity. So it's dead easy to do. I just it was like set to like 250, and it goes up to about just over 1,000. So it just shows you, it just went boom, 100%. So I just changed it so the maximum was 1,000, which is just, it was like 1,024 to be fair, but I just did it to 1,000. So there's a tiny bit of dead zone at the back end, but it doesn't really matter. You've got plenty of sensitivity. So if you are looking for an analog type of handbrake, this is obviously PC only, I mentioned earlier. Also make sure your game supports analog handbrakes. Most do, not everything does. I've seen people mention about the Forza games, and I think they only support digital handbrakes, so that won't work with this. But anything like Assetto Corsa, ACC, AMS, Dirt Rally games, pretty much all the Codemaster games I expect that have the handbrakes, not the F1 games, but the other sort of titles they do will have analog handbrake support. So you're generally going to be quite good with 99% of games out there, except for the Forza, as far as I'm aware. But you might want to check that. This is just what I've seen mentioned. People complaining about this won't work with it, but for everyone else this will be fine. Yeah, pretty nice actually. It's got nice tension on there. I like that. So you get a good feel of a build up of tension as you pull it. Nice throw, so you can make a good judgment of your braking force you want to apply. So that's pretty cool. And just put it up to this one. You can see again the size. So this, I don't have the table clamp installed on this one, of course, but there is one you can get. So you can just see the difference. So just a couple of inches shorter. Oops. And that's the sort of throw on that, or less. I guess it's quite similar really. It's pretty similar. This one may be slightly shorter, but not much in it. Yeah, it's fair enough. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's nice, very nice. If I have a discount code for this, I'll put it in the description. I'll also pin it as the comment, because Banggood are pretty good at actually giving me discount codes for anything they send me to review. So maybe, and I know there's a discount code for this. I think it still works. I'll put a link in the description actually for this review, because this may be the first time you visit my channel and seen me showing this handbrake off. This one's a really popular video. I'll put a review link for that one, so you can check that one out. Review for this, a couple of weeks time after me publishing this. So yeah, maybe if you're watching this video in 2 weeks time, yes, after I've published it, then I'll already have the review out for that one, and I will again post a link in the description and also a little pop-up panel at the end of the video. So yeah, brilliant stuff, really nice. So yeah, I'll go and get this set on the rig, and I will start testing it and look out for the review. Okay guys, well I'm off. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be back soon with something new. So stay tuned, happy simming, and bye bye for now.